Hi Virgo, here's a general look at your solar chart for December 2009. Now this is a quieter, more introspective phase. It's a slower time. It's time for you to allow your emotions to catch up with you. So it's going to be about nurturing and protecting, and that instinct of yours is going to be very strong at the moment. That's going to be over the first 3 weeks of December, and your focus is going to be on roots. It's going to be on home. It's going to be on your domestic life, or your family relationships, the foundations in life. They say blood is thicker than water, and very much your attention is going to be drawn to the members of your family, but also I would say not only kin but kith. So kith and kin, those that you consider to be members of your family, extended family, members of your tribe. And you could be feeling a bit sentimental and nostalgic, so that could be people from the past as well that are very much in your mind at the moment. You're going to be keen to connect, very much so, and there is this dynamic of being held, okay? So you are so used to being the one that does the holding, Virgo. So this is a time when you can actually be the baby and allow yourself to be rocked in the arms of compassion and love. I can't sort of understress that, because this is really a time for you to be drinking deep of that. You know, a lot of you have been through this Saturn cycle, and now you're coming out the other side. I just want to say something about the planet Uranus as well, because of course that has not finished opposing your sun sign, and even though it's in the last degrees, it's been in there for about 6 years, okay? And even though it's in the last degrees, it will still be affecting many of you natives of the sign of Virgo, more probably those of you with your birthdays towards the end of the sign of Virgo, but not necessarily, because it depends on your other planets as well. So for the purposes of this forecast, which is a sun sign reading, I would say that there can be some ups and downs in the area of people that you consider to be members of your close circle. So this would be obviously family and partners and spouses and lovers and so on, and children, and you know, I said family, didn't I? But it can also be you know, ups and downs in your business relationships as well. You know, somebody blowing hot, somebody blowing cold, somebody blowing hot, somebody blowing. So I just wanted to say that, because there can be, it's the vibration of shocks. It's the Uranian energy which rules electricity. So quite literally, it can be about shocks. So the universe hasn't quite finished its kind of tutoring cycle on you yet. So in December, for the first I would say 3.5 weeks of December, please do tap into and take advantage of this wonderful nurturing energy, because it will come towards you, and all you have to do is see it, because you know, you can be so used to being the one that's in control, being the one that's on the donating end of nurturing, that you actually don't see that somebody is trying to give to you. And remember, to receive gracefully is to give a great gift. So yes, there could be a blast from the past. You could be rediscovering aspects of your personal history, Virgo, over the first 3.5 weeks of December. And like I say, emotions will be more sensitive. So this is the time for you to draw strength from your very roots. Could be from nature. It could be from those in your life you call family. Anything that provides this empowerment for you. And do you know what? That's going to give you the strength to do battle with anything in the world outside will throw at you. So this is very much a time to appreciate the milk of human kindness and to understand how you can take that into yourself and how you can be nurtured on these deep levels, particularly emotionally, but also spiritually, Virgo. Time to relax and time to appreciate, yes, your environment, you know, what you have around you, your safety, your security, the love that you have around you. Take time to actually notice that you are safe, that you are secure, even if you are in the most dire, god-awful situation. The floor holds you up, the chair holds you, the roof is over your head, or even if, you know, a doorway, but it's there, and that is God's love around you. I'm beginning to sound a little bit sort of like a preacher or something, but I just want you to kind of be aware of that for this time. And then when the sun moves on the 22nd, then you're coming into a much lighter, more entertaining, more sociable, not so kind of inwards and down in your boots time. You're coming out again. So even though this nurturing, Virgo, is going to be going on in the background of your life, sometimes more strongly, like in the first 3 weeks of December, and sometimes it will just be a kind of a background sort of hum right over until next year into June. So I think you just have to get used to it. Okay, so it's going to be necessary for you to be more cautious and pull in your belt a little bit with regard to finances. Also things around nutrition and diet. Make better lifestyle choices. Weed out toxic ingredients, and that's not just in physically what you take in, but mentally, the thoughts you're thinking, even the air you're breathing. Maybe there's somebody around, maybe you're in a place which actually is, you know, in some way poisonous for you. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you've suddenly, you know, got to move tomorrow. It just means that you've got to be aware of it and protect yourself from it. So throw a shield of light around yourself. Just sit there, close your eyes, and see this bubble of light around you, and see it made of Teflon, and it is totally impervious, and it will protect you. Okay, so yes, and you could be getting mixed messages around a health situation. Something's hanging fire, something's confusing, something's up in the air. That'll come clear, really bring you, you know, clarity, come down to earth when we get into January. So try not to make any sort of huge decisions about something until then. Try not to be the martyr. Try not to, you know, kind of undersell yourself. Take in what you need, but actually, if you want to get out there and help others and get involved in a good cause, it would be a good time for you to be doing that. And you can, yeah, I mean, you're here to help, you're here to serve, but you know, you need to fuel yourself up sometimes, and this is one of those times. There will be no shortage of opportunities on the level of employment, I think, and something quite magical could come along, you know, that you weren't expecting. The 26th, that looks a little bit heavier going, so try not to schedule anything major for there. The sun will have moved into your party area from the end of the 3rd week, and then there's going to be a lot more opportunity for fun. Now the eclipse on the 31st, that marks the start of a new dynamic in your life over the next many weeks, affecting your social circle, the people you hang out with, the way that you kind of hang out with them, friendships, friends, and new friendships, also children, young ones. There's changes coming in there between you and them, and your overall aspirations in life. Potentially a very progressive and interesting time. Well, that's it for December. If you know your rising sign, have a listen to that too.